Roar! What's going on, guys? Hey, it's me, Cthulhu Crisis. Today, another episode of Summoner Spotlight. Today, we're going to be watching Lux, who is Fatboycinnabon. Or Cinnabon, sorry. So, Fatboycinnabon. And let's get right to it. So, she headed into lane with two fairy charms and a pot. Interesting to see so much mana regen. She must be doing a lot of poking and planning to build that into some good stuff. So, we'll have to see how it plays out. I assume that he's going to be going kind of a glass cannon Lux. That's the normal right now. Just lots of ability power, not much sustain, but when you do hit him, especially with your ult, it spells doom. So, it's going to be interesting to see if any invades come out. It doesn't look like they're setting up for any. Looks like they're each just going to go take their blue. And it's weird. It's been a little bit since I've seen a Nocturne not jungling, so we'll have to see how that plays off. So let's take a look at the other lanes and see what's going on. So it looks like there's going to be a Caitlyn bot. I would guess Nocturne top, Lux mid, and support Lee Sin or something? Who knows? Who knows? Some of these team comps. So, see the binding go off on blue, and she's just going to give him a pretty good leash. Nocturne isn't doing a whole lot here. So, Lux is going to finally head back into lane. Hopefully it doesn't set her too far behind Diana. Diana was able to take one last hit while she was gone. So, it won't set her behind too much. And actually Lux got one too, so it shouldn't make it too big of a difference. So, we're just going to see some farming up so that they can each try to get their items. Diana used to be in a lot higher spot. She used to be a lot more overpowered. She has felt to me to be a little bit more balanced lately, but Yi is in a really high spot right now, and so is Hecarim. So it'll be interesting to see the jungle matchup here, because Hecarim is just such a destructive ganker right now, verging on overpowered in my eyes. So we just see some good harass going both ways. Diana's not taking too much damage, but we do see the first blood come out for blue team, so that's going to help. And looks like I thought we might have seen him go down, but it doesn't look like it. So Lux is going to start pushing back. He's got a level advantage, which is great. That's really going to help him out here, especially against the Diana. So now she catches up. Diana's really able to zone her out, make sure that she can't go in and get that farm, because Diana just deals so much burst damage so quick. You know, it's not worth it for Lux to try. So Lux is just going to wait for the minions to push back up and probably just poke from afar. So we see Master Yi coming in. I don't know if he's going to be able to do much, but he's sure going to try. Lands the binding. Master Yi is going to go in, get some minor damage off, and we're just going to see a little bit of poke, not too much. So real quick, while we have the chance, let's go over Lux's abilities. Her ult, or her passive rather, is damaging spells, afflict enemies with illumination for 6 seconds. Lux's basic attacks ignite it, dealing magic damage and consuming the debuff. So you hit it with a spell, you hit with you hit with a spell, you hit with an attack. It's like a free phase, pretty much, but a little bit different. Light Binding roots the first enemy hit and deals some damage. Well, that's not even Lux. I hate when it does that. So, then we got Lucent Singularity. It's the one that creates a zone that slows, and then her ult is the terrifying laser that we all love. and hate when it's against us because it does so much damage. And the worst ults in this game, like the scariest ones, are the ones you see right before they hit you. So we see Hecarim coming up. We'll have to wait and see if he's going to be able to make any plays here. So, it looks like they saw Heck run up. So she knows he's there, and he's not going to be able to pull anything off right now. So she's just going to keep farming up. And both of them are level 5 right now. And as far as farm goes, Diana's up by about 2. Now 1. So very minor farm game. Neither one of them is really stealing the farm away from the other one too badly. I mean, Lux could be farming a lot better, but she is just getting zoned out by Diana so hard that but for the number wise, she's doing pretty well. So she got 6, Diana got 6, and we'll just have to wait and see which one of them uses it better. So those crescent strikes are what can really start screwing you up. It's really good poke damage, and it allows her to initiate with her ult pretty much for free, like that. So we're going to see some good damage coming out. Lux is going to have to back up, out of mana. And it looks like we're going to see both junglers heading up top. So, let's see what's going to happen there. Looks like they're just going to back off. Bottom lane, we got Lee Sin and Caitlyn just pushing the lane. Not much else going on there. The other Caitlyn is just coming back in now. So, looks like purple team's going to chase. Not going to be able to. Heck is all set and ready though to try to steal this blue. I don't think he has ward coverage or anything. And he's not even going to head in to steal it. I thought he was going to try to grab it, but looks like he's just trying to gank somebody. So let's head back to mid and take a look at Lux. So Lux went back and got a Chalice of Harmony and a Doran's Ring. That's going to give her more mana regen, so she's able to poke more. She also got a ward and health pop, so pretty standard right now. Mana regen is a big deal on Lux. And we see Hecarim stealing wolves. And I don't think anybody's going to come across him in there. So, we're still equal levels. We're going to see Lux try to do a little bit of damage. Diana just pushing back, pushing up that lane. Heck was able to steal the wolves and counter jungled perfectly. So, Diana's really staying in back. I don't know if she's scared of the ganks from Master Yi, which in my opinion aren't that great. Master Yi's damage is really good right now, but as far as an actual jungler, his ganks aren't fantastic in my eyes. So we'd see the Nocturne go off just to get that kill top lane, and we see Lux able to get that ward down. They'll have no idea that that's there right now because of the ult up top. So Lux is going to try and steal the buff, and she didn't quite get it, so that's unfortunate. That would have been really good for her to be able to steal. But we're still seeing the levels being pretty equal. And neither one has really taken the advantage. Diana's proven to be a pretty strong force in this lane though. So hopefully Diana's one of those that really needs to snowball to be really useful. So Master Yi, it looked like, was kind of camping and warding, being a ward for Nocturne. So that was a good plan. Got him free turret. Nobody was there to contest it or anything. So we're going to go ahead and see Lux just taking out the farm. Diana's heading back. So I would assume that maybe somebody will come up and hold her lane but at the same time, it's mid lane, which means it's ability power, which means these towers don't go down as fast. But Lux is doing some pretty good damage. Hecarim's gonna head in and try to stop her. She's not gonna be able to destroy it anyway, but she's gonna get some really good farm off this because she's uncontested. So Hecarim comes in, and by the way, that's a pretty cool Hecarim skin, I gotta say. I don't know, I really like that. I played Hecarim for a little bit when I first started playing this game. I didn't know anything about like real builds or anything back then, so I just filled him up with attack speed and movement speed and called it a day. It was a lot of fun, and it worked for like bot games when I first started, but I don't think I would ever try it in a real game now that I know. So we see the ult go in on Lux. Lux and Diana are still staying equal levels. So it looks like Lux is going to get 3 farm off that. So that was a good Q. And we see the stun go off. That's going to help Lux not die a painful, terrible death. So she's pinging for help. Hopefully Master Yi can come up and kind of hold her lane so she can go back again. At the same time, she doesn't want to have to go back yet, because that's going to slow down her farm and let Diana take a lead. But we don't want Diana to hit one of those crescent strikes, go in with the ult, and be able to pick up the kill. Oh, and she's going to be able to do it. And Lux is going to grab the shield, but it's going to be too late. Yi may be able to pick up the kill. And we're going to see her go down. So at least it was a 1-for-1. And at least that's going to let, if Yi is smart, he'll stay in that lane and push up. Push up the lane. And try to take that tower, because he has vision on Hecarim. Nocturne's up there trying to take him out, and actually doing a pretty good job. A lot better than I expected. So he is going to be able to duel this Hecarim down. Just barely, but still. That's going to make a huge difference. And we see Lee Sin come up, try to hit that tower. So they got some okay damage off. Towers at about half health. And we're going to see Lux coming back into lane now. So, really good trade. Everybody followed up on it about as good as they could have. Except, I would have liked to see Yi and Lee Sin trying to hit that tower a little bit better. Because that would have made it a lot better of a push. I don't know if they would have been able to take the tower completely, but they definitely would have been able to do some damage. So, Master Yi is going to come up, give a leash, and try to give this blue buff to Lux. Because with the blue buff, she's going to be a lot more of a dominant force in this lane. Especially since Diana lost hers. But as you see, it's going to be a 3v5 in this lane right now. If they are able to initiate on this. So it looks like they're kind of trying to bait her in. Bait Diana in. But it's not going to work. And we're going to see everybody kind of shove up this lane. Yi's coming up now. And we see Diana go in and pick up the kill on Caitlyn. Except Caitlyn got the kill. Then we're going to see Janna get sniped out. It's also going to do some heavy damage to Hecarim, which might force him back a little bit. And we're going to see the other Caitlyn nuked down. Hopefully we don't see Lee Sin go down here, because that was a lot of damage for him. He pops his barrier, and he's going to be able to stay in. Lux, on the other hand, is just shoving this lane. Not a whole lot of damage she can do right now, but she is holding the lane and holding her own. I mean, there's 2 of them and two on each team. Now there's 3 because Master Yi came in. And let's take a look at Lux's items. So she went ahead and got an Amplifying Tome and 2 Doran's Rings. It's going to give her more sustain, give her some more mana regen, and some good damage from that book, the Tome. So we'll have to just watch and see what she builds that into. But she's already doing decent damage with her ult. She's being able to push this lane up. She's being able to just hold her own in this fight. So that's pretty impressive. So Diana was one of the champs I used to have a lot of trouble facing. But once again, that was back when she was very overpowered. You know, she's gotten a lot more balance since then. So, I don't know what Lee Sin's thinking. I guess he thought he was going to go ahead and take that tower, but you're not going to be able to take the tower with all of them there. Nocturne has the right idea. He went up top, try to push. Master Yi is going to grab Dragon. That's going to give them some cash, but he needs some support. You know, he is not going to be able to take that by himself. So, they're able to pick up the Dragon without Yi dying. It was very close though. And I wish it would quit doing that to Lux. I'm trying to spectate. So I think she's going to try to steal this buff. I don't know if she'll use her ultimate or not. And if he smites it, then that's not going to work anyway. Oh! She is able to steal the buff from him. And if she decides to use her ult, she can pick up a kill on him as well. But she doesn't even need to, because Caitlyn's got it. Oh! That is like the worst feeling in the world. When you use an ult like that, are able to get the actual hit, and then it doesn't pick up the kill, just barely. So unfortunately, they're not going to be able to get the kill there. But Lux has blue buff that Hecarim did all the work for, so can't complain too much. Lux is just going to keep shoving up the lane. She hit level 11. Diana's been level 11. But we still don't see a huge level advantage one way or the other. We see about 5,000 gold difference in the favor of blue team. We also see 5 kills. So if they keep playing the way they are, it's going to be a good match. So Lux did not use her ult earlier on Hecarim, so she still has that up. She's going to be able to use that whenever she needs, but they're probably going to wait until Kate's pretty low. So they're going to shove up the lane, try to hit that Dark Binding, and Nocturne goes in for it. So that was a good play. Looks like they're going to go after her. Are they going to be able to kill her though? Oh, there goes the ult. So good kill, strong kill. Hecarim's going to come in. He doesn't look very happy that she stole his blue buff, and it looks like he's going to try to get it back, but with this Glass Cannon Lux around, there's not much they can do. I mean, they're focusing Yi and Lee Sin, because Lee Sin and Yi keep throwing themselves out of position, but they're just able to just soak up all that damage while Lux just fires away. So that is really helping them with this fight. So we see him go down to the Garen ult. Not a great thing to have a fed Garen, but sometimes that happens. And I wouldn't even say that he's fed. I mean, that's his only kill, and he has 3 deaths. That is quite the opposite of fed. So we see Lux go in with the binding and the ult and pick up another kill. Able to shut down Diana, and that is going to allow her to farm up this lane and get at least 1 level advantage, I would hope. So let's watch. Garen's coming in for the gank. She's going to use her shield, make it worth his while, or make it not worth his while. Going to get a good binding off, and Janna is going to use her ult to try to pick up the kill. But Nocturne is there to pick it up. Lux is going to chase after Caitlyn. No follow-up. Nobody finishes her off, and Nocturne is not going to be able to catch her. And looks like she is going to get away, but this tower cannot run like that. So we're going to see this tower go down pretty easily. I foresee a surrender. If they get another tower, I foresee a surrender coming pretty quick. Lux popped her ult. I don't really know what she was doing, except maybe trying to clear some minions. We're going to see Yi probably go down, because he's an idiot. But they got a tower out of it, so worth, I guess. And I would expect a surrender to come down from Purple Team not long. I mean, they're down nearly 7,000 gold. They're down 7 kills. I mean, there's not much that they can do at this point to really come back from this. Blue Team is doing really good baiting, really good, I don't even know what you would call it, but putting yourself in a bad position to get them to use all their skill shots and all their cooldowns, and then just allowing this Glass Cannon Lux to just peel into their team and rip them to shreds. So, Lux is heading back into lane. Looks like a team fight brewing mid, and I foresee if purple team loses this team fight like an ace, then that's going to be the end, because they're going to surrender if that happens. I mean, you never know. Things can go a little bit differently. I don't know where Lux is going, because there's a team fight that's going to be happening here in a second, and they could probably use her help. And because of that, purple team is going to be able to repel this fight pretty easily. And I don't know why she went to do the wolves, but she's going to pick up a kill there on Garen. Yi is going in after Janna. And Lux is trying to get that Caitlyn, but with those traps everywhere, it's pretty difficult. So, let's see if Lee Sin's juke is going to work here. Lee Sin's heading up to try to catch. And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get him either. So, they're just going to back off, kind of shove the lane probably. So, Kate's going to get back at tower. Yi's going to head up there. There's nothing Yi can do about any of this. So, Lux is going to go get wolves. So, let's take a look. Looks like all blue team is going to start converging mid and try to do this push. So, when you're pushed this far, it leaves a lot of your jungle unusable. I mean, blue team pretty much has full access to whatever jungling they want on the purple team side. And they're probably going to take advantage of that and just steal all their buffs. Like we see him going up here, Nocturne grabbing that. Heck and Garen are just farming up wolves. I don't know what Hecarim's doing. And Lux is getting the dragon. So now, even if this team fight doesn't go their way, they're up by 8,000 gold. Oh, and Lux is able to get another kill on Diana. There's not much the purple team can do about this at this point. I mean, this is a very well executed glass cannon build by Fatboycinnabon. Let's take a look at his items at this point. We got Athene's Unholy Grail that gives him great mana regen, lets him spam his abilities, cooldown reduction. It's going to give you ability power, magic resist, just everything you need when you're playing the middle lane. Sorcerer's Shoes for that magic pin, amplifying tome, and we still got those 2 Doran's rings, probably waiting for something better. Let's see how her gold looks. Looks like she's got nearly 2,000, but she's going to wait until she has to go back because her whole team is there ready to push. They're going to be able to push this. They may even be able to get a couple kills here and take top tower. So, let's see what happens. So, we see him going in, and Lux is probably going to set up and use her ult when it comes. Oh, it is up. I'm surprised she didn't take out Ganon. Oh, because she knows that they can just pick it up anyway. And, oh, good flash. Great flash by Garen. So, Garen's going to live. Going to be able to recall. Diana's going to come in. She looks like she's angry about everything. And she is going to spam all her abilities to try to take out this Lux. And Lux is going to say, no fucking way, I'm out. So, Lux is going to go back and spend that probably more than 2,000 gold now. 2,100 gold. And let's see what she picks. She's going to have to sell one of those Doran's rings. At least one of them. And now she just goes for some smaller items. So it looks like she grabs the Soul Eater, or Soul Stealer, rather. That's a really good item if you're playing well. A little bit weird to get this late, but that's alright. Just in case this game does go on longer. She also picks up a Blasting Wand. Going to give her more damage. Her ult at this point is going to do... Oh, that's not even her. I hate this thing sometimes. Her ult is going to do over 500 damage. And that's going to be great. If we thought she was unstoppable before, this is really going to secure it. She's 6-1 and 4 right now. This Fatboycinnabon is just annihilating the competition right now. She's going to run over, she's going to grab wolves, she's going to head up, grab blue if it's up, which it should be. And this is the beginning of the end already. I mean, like I said, if one more team fight goes that way, we're probably going to see the surrender come out. So, looks like they did counter jungle the blue. So she isn't going to be able to get that, but she is going to get some free XP. And she's probably going to head in towards mid, and we're going to set up for a good team fight. Oh, she spotted Diana. So Nocturne's going to go in, Lux is going to go in, and we're going to have one dead Diana. Perfect hit by both of them. I don't know why the ult was used, probably because it's on like a 45-second cooldown at this point, so who cares. So we're going to see Lux head up. That was great. Nocturne landed his skill shot right into Lux's. Just perfect. Let them just rape into that. So we're going to see Lux just farming up the area and pushing this middle lane. Looks like blue team wants to get Dragon again, which isn't up, I don't think, is it? No. Oh, they're chasing after these guys. So Lux is shoving up this lane. Yi is shoving up this lane. And we might see a team fight break out down here. It would not be a good thing for purple team to have happen. And they are all going to rush up to try to stop Lux. So Lux knows. So she's going to play more cautiously. Try to really keep care with all this. And it will not take much damage before Janna is ready for an ult to the face for the rape and the kill. So right now we got a 7-1 and 4 Lux, and it's going to be tough for them to beat that. So Lux is going to head away from that top lane because they're all starting to converge, and she's going to head towards mid and shove that lane up. I mean, if you just keep all the lanes shoved, there's not a whole lot that they can do, and it doesn't even matter. That's the end of the game. Scores 19-8. And the goal difference is over 10,000. So 5 turrets to 0. That was a stomp, and a lot of that had to do with Lux's performance here. So it's great to see it once again. This has been the Summoner Spotlight of Fatboycinnabon, and it's been a great game. You guys have a good one.